Your favourite exercise?
None. I'm joking. I'm joking. I've got nothing in the back. As in, there's no bum, nothing, iron board. I'm not even joking. When I said that to my husband, he's like, no, you've got a little bit. I'm like, it's okay.
So how's your nutrition at the moment? How does that look like? How do you...
Boys, if you're watching this, I've been eating your digestives. The kids' digestives, yeah. I've been changing, so I've got protein bars now.
Okay.
Bars, what did I say? Bars.
Same routine exercises, because your body's, again, like, we've been here, we need something new to actually change. So that's a good...
So how many days do you think women should lift?
So, great question.
I always make sure that the boys know that they can cry. I never want the boys to ever feel like, you're a boy, man up, you can't cry. Cry, let it out, be vulnerable, talk about how you feel.
Welcome back, guys, to episode 10 of A Woman's Point of View. Today, I've got one of the funniest content creators. Honestly, the funniest, not one of, sorry, she corrected me. Who have you got with us today?
I'm Rhea Ellen, and yeah, do you want me to introduce myself?
Oh, no, we're going to go.
Sorry,
after.
This is your podcast. Let me just...
We're going to go into some quick fire round questions, and then we're going to spin it back around.
Cool.
So, cool, you got 5 seconds to answer each question. Yeah, so first thing that comes to your mind, all right? Quiet or busy gym?
Quiet. Sorry.
Your favorite social media platform?
TikTok.
Your favorite exercise?
None. I'm joking. I'm joking. Sorry, I love lunges. Because I feel like I'm quite strong on my legs.
You actually love lunges,
I do love a lunge, you know.
Okay, that's normally people's least. What is your least favorite exercise, actually?
Burpees.
Okay, fairs. The next one, I've got like a 4-part question. So, you're stranded on an island for a year. Yeah, so from Jan 2025 to December 2025. You could only bring one dish. What is that going to be? What's that dish going to be?
Oh my gosh. Okay, firstly, God forbid that ever happens.
God forbid.
Secondly, what would I bring?
It could be in Jamaica or something, though. It could be in the Caribbean.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Send me there. What would I bring? Oh my goodness.
3, 2.
Jollof rice.
Just jollof, no chicken, no nothing.
I don't eat chicken.
No. Oh, okay.
Coleslaw.
Okay, coleslaw and jollof.
Jollof
Nothing else with the jollof, no? Okay, that's your answer.
You
Okay.
didn't give me enough time.
One song. You can only listen to one song for the whole year of 2025.
Oh my goodness.
5, 4.
I'm panicking. Music Soul Charles. Friends. Friend. I don't know if it's called that. Should I sing some?
You can sing some.
Oh, no, I'm not No, I can't. Because then people are going to ask for the album, and I don't have the means at the moment.
One piece of gym equipment you can bring with you. Only one.
A dumbbell.
Okay. And you can only watch one film.
American Gangster.
Oh, that is a very...
I love that film.
That is a very good shout.
Classic.
And then on top of it, you can go one TV show you can do as well.
My Wife and Kids.
Oh, wow. Those last 2 answers. Fairs.
Thank you.
Okay, cool. That's the quick fire round. I'm going to leave that question in because I like that's
hot.
the first time I've done it.
Because that
From
was
the
fast.
quick fire.
Okay.
So let's spin it back around. So yeah, who is Rhea? If you could describe
oh my goodness.
who is Rhea?
So my name's Rhea Ellen. I am a mum of 2. I've got 2 boys, 3 and 5. I do content online. And I've got a podcast. I'm not good at talking about myself. I can talk about everybody else.
This is all about you today, so.
Whoa. But so I do content online. I started with my YouTube, which was like my rant channel, where I literally just went on and spoke about how I hate my job, the TFL, everything. Yeah, everything. And then then I had my boys, and then it kind of changed to kind of like motherhood and like fitnessy stuff on my Insta stories, and then just being silly. I think just
love that, and I feel like that's where it drew me to your page. I was like, these videos are so funny. Let's see if I can get on a pod.
Thank you.
So we're gonna touch on all those today. So let's spin it back around. Let's talk about like your upbringing and stuff, like from you, like from school days. Like, how did that look like?
I had a really good upbringing.
Nice,
really good. Like I loved being a child, and looking back, I wish I didn't rush so much to be an adult, because like me and my sisters, I have 2 sisters. I'm the oldest, and my mum and dad always just made sure that we always just was traveling and doing things and making memories. And yeah, it was a good upbringing. I hated school. Why was that? I just don't like to learn.
Okay.
I think it was just the exams and having to revise, and I just feel like from that moment I was like, I'm more creative than like academic. Rhea, the English. Anyway, so yeah, I just felt like school was just a lot of rules, a lot of like, you have to like do this to be here and didn't. And I feel like the kids that are growing up now are very lucky, 100%. Very blessed to be able to be like, you know what, you don't need to go to uni. You don't need to go those grades. You can actually get where you want to be without having that kind of background. But obviously back in the day, it wasn't that.
You can literally pick up a camera,
literally
a camera, and make a living off of that.
This is it.
If you're like passionate about what you're doing and you stay consistent. But back in the day, that was no. What you guys trying to come and say like, like what is that?
Where is that going?
Yeah,
you need to be a lawyer and a doctor.
Those are the literally.
Yeah. So I wish actually I started earlier. Because when you're younger, you've got less commitments. You're living with your mom. You don't have to worry about like working or whatever. So yeah, I had a good upbringing. So
when did you start actually in the creative like field? When did that start?
Like 7 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 7-8 years ago. I was working in Sorry, just got PTSD. Sorry, just had like like that. That's a Raven like moment where I was just like, what a time. I was working in retail and I just hated it. I was working in retail for years, just different types of retail, food retail, like working with people in shoes and all those things. And I was just like, I really hate this. Like, I'm not having fun. They say life is about joy, and I'm not experiencing any type of joy, and I'm young. So I literally just went on to my Snapchat and was like, I hate it. I hate everything. And actually looking back, I could have actually got fired. Okay. Because I was really just out here saying, I hate my job. But it's fine.
So is that where the content creation
started?
Okay.
Snapchat.
And people just like,
okay. And the thing that I loved about Snapchat is that you film it and it's gone the next day.
Yeah.
So when people like put it on YouTube, I was like, guys, if I get onto YouTube and my mom sees it, because obviously my mom didn't know that I was doing like content like that. And I don't think I was even looking at it as content. I was just doing silly videos. Yeah. So then people were like, put it on YouTube. And I was like, no, guys, because anyone can access YouTube.
It's there forever.
It's there forever. And like, even if you delete it, someone could have screen recorded that whole video. So I was just like, oh, I don't know. And then I put my first video, which was, I hate when people talk in the cinema. And that was the first.
Just from there. So from the first video, just like,
oh,
really?
Yeah, I think because I was really, really, really consistent. Like, I was also on Twitter as well. So I was posting my video every day.
Got you.
4 times a day.
Oh, wow. Like, okay.
As soon as you'd refresh it, I'd be like, I'm gone. So I've got to post it again.
Yeah.
So then that's how it kind of like picked up, and I got subscribers, like stupid subscribers.
Because I was going to say, when I was watching your videos on YouTube and stuff, I was like, you got a lot of subs, and for YouTube, it's hard to get subscribers.
This is
so
it.
It makes sense now because you was like so consistent.
I was so consistent.
Years
yeah.
Okay.
And I had topics upon topics. I literally had a topic for everything. Like, I'd literally leave my house and be like, someone stood in the doorway. That made me angry. I'm going to do a video about it. Do you know what I mean? And then literally sit for like 10 minutes, just rant about that tiny section of my day.
But you put like a funny like spin to it, so it's like you put your own kind of personality to it, and it makes people want to actually like watch it and stuff. Because so I'll copy your clips and I'll just laugh.
But you know what? Actually, I think the main thing is my husband.
Okay.
He has been editing my videos from the moment I started. Oh. So anything that's funny on it, that's him chopping in. Because I could just talk for an hour. And it's not funny. Yeah. But he will edit it and add music and zoom into my eyes and just make it hilarious. So
that partnership just works because it's like you do what you do, sitting in front of the camera. Yeah. He does. So it's like it works hand in hand. Because it's hard doing both.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I remember you saying that. I think I saw a video of you saying that actually. Yeah.
People think I'm like a professional. Like, Rhea, it's not me. I just about know how to turn on the camera. Do you know what I mean? Let alone edit.
Yeah.
No, definitely not. It would never make it to social.
Yeah.
It would
never make it. Because that's like me as well. Like, I'm very good in front of the camera.
Yeah.
Got Maria behind the camera that's filming and editing it up. So it just makes you stay consistent. Because if I had to do both, it would just kind of throw me off. Yeah, exactly.
Plus your clients.
It's just...
It's insane.
There wouldn't be nothing going on.
Because you would have dropped, like, it's like juggling. Like, you're juggling loads of things.
Too much.
You drop most things because you're focusing on one thing. Yeah, so it's like you need the help.
Balance.
Yeah,
so
it's about balance.
That was when you started 7 years ago. So if we backtrack to then in school and stuff, you kind of didn't like school, but was you like a sporty person in school? Like how was that? Was you the type to bring your PE kit?
Yeah, I was quite sporty.
Okay,
I had a
good,
six
good.
pack in school.
Oh.
Don't ask me
Gonna
how.
go about to say, I was literally about to say
Don't
how.
ask me how. I was eating like there was something wrong with me. But I had a six pack, and we would used to, like, when we hit year 6, we was allowed to go to the gym.
Yeah.
So, like, we would train in the gym. People were like, Rhea, how do you get six pack? I'm like, well, guys, if you follow this ab workout, I should have started an ebook.
From back then, yeah.
I should have started an ebook because all the people in my class were like, Rhea, you're just so motivational. And I was just like, guys. But looking back, it had nothing to do with my diet or anything. You know, you're just young and like you're just toned just because. So yeah, and I think I did like sports. I liked running. I loved sprinting. Like sports today.
That was your thing.
Part of my personality trait.
Love that.
It was serious. I was like, I need to prove to everyone that I'm the best. Yeah, so I was gone.
So this is year 6.
Yeah.
Year 6,
so even
I
think even like year 4, like year 3, I did really enjoy sports.
Okay, love that. That's good.
Yeah.
That you kind of got that from an early age.
Yeah.
Did you still have that going into secondary school? Did you go to an all-girls school? Was it
No,
mixed school?
so
Was
secondary school, I went to an all-girls school.
Okay.
It was an all-girls Catholic school, and it was very much like very strict. Like you got to go to your classes. You got to wear a certain school uniform. We did PE, but it was more netball.
Okay.
And I did enjoy netball actually, because my
Okay.
mum, backstory, my mum used to play netball for years.
Okay.
So I always used to like sit and watch her play netball, but I wasn't there to like watch. I just would eat the oranges.
Yeah.
Literally. You know the oranges that they keep for everybody afterwards?
During little breaks and stuff.
Literally,
Yeah,
I would just be there
yeah.
like eating all the snacks. But no, it was nice to kind of see like my mum play netball. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. Like, and you're playing with other women. So, and I think growing up, I didn't really see that a lot because my dad played football, but obviously he's playing football with loads of guys.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see that, like, oh, this is a sport that I could actually do. And then they did it in my secondary school, so I did netball.
So what, was you playing like competitive, or was it like, did you like go out and play other schools, or was it like within the school you
Just
playing
within
netball?
the school.
Okay,
But
nice.
I wish, like, actually I'd continued it.
Yeah. So when did you stop?
I feel like you've just turned a light bulb in
Did
me.
you?
Because I'm like, should I do netball
Yeah,
again?
Why not? Why
'Cause I'm
not?
tall.
Why
I
not?
feel like I'd be quite good.
Why not? Go on,
Look at you.
enter a league in 2025.
Yeah. When I
I'll
win
be
the
watching out.
championships, I'm going
Gonna
to say,
be-
thank you.
Yes,
I want to say, Darnell, thank you. God bless you.
No, why
Wow.
not? Why not? 'Cause I know people that are still playing like netball now, because I went to a sporting
Yeah.
college as well.
Yeah.
And we had like academies. So I was in the football academy, the boxing academy, netball academy.
Okay.
A lot of the girls that are playing like back in college, they're still playing netball now.
Okay.
So, and I feel like now there's so many like clubs. We were talking about this in the last episode.
Yeah.
One club, you
Yeah,
got this club,
yeah,
that club.
yeah.
I feel
Which
like
is so
it's accessible.
nice.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Yeah.
you've got the community feel.
Yeah.
And I feel like post-COVID, there's been like a very big highlight on exercise and sports and things like that
Yeah,
as well.
and being outside, like not having to, like, you don't have to have a gym membership.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And
literally.
you don't have to like travel here and there and everywhere and look a certain way and all this stuff. Like, you could actually just do netball with your friends
Yeah.
and it just be that.
So when did you stop? You said you wish carried on. Did you stop in secondary school? Or
Yeah,
after
in secondary
Oh,
school.
you stopped in secondary
Yeah.
school. So what did you replace with netball?
Nothing. I told you I was naturally ripped.
Okay, so
I was
didn't
naturally
need to do
lean.
anything.
I didn't even really think like, I think having the boys really woke me up again to fitness.
Got you.
I mean, I was working out all the way before having my kids
Okay.
because it's just a thing that I love to do.
Yeah.
But I think it really highlighted how important it is being pregnant and having the kids and, you know what I mean, having that output.
I was gonna say, why did you have that shift, and why did it? Was it like ignite? Okay, I need to get in fitness. Was it like just trying to be fit for them, or
My mind.
Was it okay?
I feel like it's always been for my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, just because I feel like I need somewhere where I can shake it off and then continue the day. And I feel like I don't know what else I would have. Alcohol. If I'm joking. If not, do you know what I mean? Like, it's a healthy habit to have.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's to feel strong, because my thing is wanting just to be strong
Okay.
and feeling like I don't need a man, you know?
You can actually go in the gym and lift
I do
weights.
need a man to help me with
could
the
do-
IKEA drawers
Yeah.
because I don't know what I'm doing. But like lifting and just feeling strong in my own body.
Because how does your daily routine look like at the moment? Because it's like when
Someone
I see from
actually
the
asked me
stories,
this, yeah.
it looks like you're training quite consistently.
Yeah.
So how does your week look like at the moment?
Well then.
Yeah, let's see.
Right. So if I go to bed on time, like if I go to bed at 10, I can wake up for 5
Okay.
and go at like 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I actually prefer to actually go at like 5, 6 because it's like before the kids wake up, do the school run, come home, work, because I actually have a full-time job. You would never.
Oh.
I actually have a full-time job. Yeah.
Okay.
So Yeah, so if I've slept properly the night before, then I can wake up for 6. If not, I try and go my lunch break to try and get it done before I pick up the kids. But it's a lot of that.
So then, in terms of your routine wise, how many days a week are you training, and that you break it down in terms of like this day I'm doing this, this day I'm doing that. What does that actually look like?
So Monday, I'm trying to do like at least 4 to 5 days a week.
Nice.
Because how are you going to see the gains?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, and I think once I get into a routine of it, I'm like, like today I didn't work out, and I was just like, what am I going to do? I'm like itching. I'm like, should I run upstairs? What should I do? Should I lift up? What should I do? So it's like I get like the itch for it because I'm like, it's part of my week. So what was the question? What is the matter with me?
I was thinking, is she going to spin back round to it?
No, because I don't know what we're spinning back around to. I told you, I just go on and on and on.
So like in terms of your actual routine, so let's say for example, yesterday was Monday. Did you go with a plan?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
in my notes,
let's say this.
I have lower body, upper body.
Okay.
Wednesdays I try and do like full body.
Okay.
And like sprints.
Okay.
And Thursday, Friday again, upper body, lower body. But then I try and end every workout with like abs. Oh, yeah. Because we're trying to get rid of the fupa.
So how's your nutrition at the moment? How does that look like? How do you?
It's about balance. Didn't you say that at the beginning of the podcast? It's about balance. Do you know what? No. I could do better, and I know that's where I lack.
Yeah.
So I don't eat meat, so I'm a pescatarian.
Okay.
Right. Nothing against people who eat meat or whatever. It's just I can't digest it.
Okay.
I can't digest it. So eating chicken and red meat and everything, it just doesn't work for me. Okay. So in the morning, should I tell you what?
This is what I want to know. How does your morning look like? Your routine?
Because I feel like you're gonna be like
eating. No, I won't judge. This is a safe space.
I know you're not gonna judge.
Yeah.
I know you're not gonna judge.
This is a safe space.
No. Okay. So I start my morning with a coffee.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right.
But they say this is the thing. They say you're not supposed to do this. You're not supposed to do that. I don't know what to put myself.
Nah. If you say like what you can eat, I can kind of maybe what you could potentially change. That's good. So coffee. So we're coffee. What time is that? So 5.
No.
Okay,
In the morning. So if I go in the morning.
Okay.
If I go to the gym in the morning, I won't have anything.
Okay.
So I was having pre-workout first, but it was making me feel like I was losing my mind. Literally, I was in the car like, literally, I was like, I need to get to the gym now. This is crazy. Literally, I was like, what is going on? Why are my ears itching? It's the pre-workout. So I've actually stopped using that.
Yeah.
But it depends. Like if I'm really tired, I'll have a coffee, but just a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit. And if not, I'll just have water with electrolytes.
Oh, nice.
That's how I start. And then lunch, I usually have like an omelette and some salad. And then dinner, I'll have maybe sea bass and something else.
Doesn't sound too bad.
But we're not talking about the snacks in between.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
What's in between those?
It's cold outside. I've just been keeping myself warm. No, the snacks in between are like...
Yeah, let's hear it.
Boys, if you're watching this, I've been eating your digestives. The kids' digestives. Yeah. I've been changing, so I've got protein bars now.
Okay.
Bars. What did I say? That? Bars. Sorry, I have protein bars now, the Trek ones.
Okay.
Because they've got protein, right? They're good, right? So they're good.
I mean, it's a better substitute to the digestives.
No, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
Yeah,
that's basically what you said. So I try and change like the sweet tooth thing for a Trek bar.
Because it's definitely a better substitute because sugar intake and stuff like that plays a big part in terms of like hitting your goals and stuff like that. Yeah. So how do you balance everything in terms of like training, motherhood,
oh my gosh,
full-time job, content creation? Yeah. So how do you juggle all of this?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Some weeks look great. Like if you see me posting regularly, my house is a mess, or that we haven't done a food shop, or do you know what I mean? Like I always have to focus on what's important in the moment. Obviously, the kids are always good. Those kids live their best life, always. But everything else, like things for myself, sometimes do take a back seat because there's just so much to do in a day. And like obviously, it's Christmas time now, so it's even crazy. Everything is a Christmas fair.
Every single day, right? Yeah, there's something going on.
So it literally just depends. But I'm trying to keep on top of like the fitness and then like self-care for myself, like as a priority.
So I'm referring back to what you said earlier. So is it more of like a trying to get stronger thing more than a like physical thing, or is it both like
go hand in hand? I think my birthday's at the end of Jan,
Oh,
and
is
I
it? What
think
date?
for 24th.
Oh, mine's 13.
Oh,
yeah.
nowhere close.
No.
I thought you were going to say
20. When I said that, I was like, it's not really close.
I thought you were going to say 23rd. I was going to say spooky. You're fully like the first of Jan.
Yeah, I think that might even be different star signs. Even.
Literally. You're not even Aquarius. What are you, a Capricorn?
Capricorn, yeah.
I don't believe in any of that.
Yeah, same. But I feel like everyone does nowadays.
Everyone
Capricorn,
does.
but you,
Yeah.
your personality.
Literally, no.
It's just
Do you
one
know
of one.
God? That's
like,
the question. That's all we need is God.
and people are like, oh yeah, I do that. Like,
Yeah.
I do, but it's just like.
It's just a coincidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're human beings. There's loads of things that we all do.
Could do, yeah.
It's got nothing to do with your star sign.
Yeah.
So my birthday's at the end of January, and I was like, for the first time, I want to look different and healthy, slimmer, because I don't know, it does get to a point where, you're looking at yourself in certain clothes and you're just like, I don't like it. I feel uncomfortable.
Do you feel like there's pressure on you because you're in front of the camera or like, and you're in the creative industry? Do you feel like there's more pressure in terms of how you look? Like, do you look back at certain videos and think
so.
You don't? Okay, that's good then.
No, I don't think so. I actually did a video of I was in my pajamas. I had no makeup on. And I was in my pajamas.
That is great because like
I just don't care.
That's good because then naturally I feel like a lot of women in particular, when I train a lot of women, they have this mindset in terms of like confidence issue, and that's a very, very big thing.
Yes.
So
and I hear it. I do understand it, because if you do fitness, and people see you training and your whole brand is fitness and everything, there is the pressure to be like, look how, like, I'm training and this is what I look like at the end of it. So you do feel like you have to hit those goals because everyone's watching. You know what I mean?
Because you see more pressure in terms of like, not in that element, not in terms of like, oh, I don't like the way I look. It's just I have to look a certain way because I'm putting out the content that I'm training, so people need to be seeing the results.
Yeah, because people follow you because of that.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to trust that, okay, if I do this dumbbell exercise, I'm going to get a bum like you or hips like you or whatever. So it's like, if you're not kind of showing that, then it's kind of like, how can
what we're doing? Yeah, what we're doing there. So
like,
who did you learn off in terms of like?
For me, just literally TikTok.
Okay, so your first day in the gym. Let's go back to that.
Oh my gosh, the
when
first
was
day in
that?
the gym.
The very first day. Like,
that was before TikTok was a thing. I'm about to like, I'm like 65.
So when was that? Like, how old was you?
Oh
and
gosh.
Like, talk us through exactly how that.
I think I must have been like in my 20s, maybe 20s.
20s.
And I think, so 20s was when I met my husband, and he was in uni in Portsmouth.
Okay.
And I was actually always, so I'm laughing because it's okay. I'll explain why I'm laughing. He went to Portsmouth, so I always traveled to see him.
Okay.
Bear in mind I had a job, and I don't know why I was just calling a sickie for weeks. Not the job I'm in now. If my manager's watching. This was years ago, yeah? Okay. So I would go to Portsmouth for like weeks on end, and he had a gym membership, and the gym was 24 hours. So literally we would go gym every day at like 10 p.m.
Okay.
And like train up until like 12, but just like running 5K. Like I didn't really have knowledge about like weights and stuff.
Okay.
It was more about like, oh, let's see how quick we could do a 5K and stuff like that. And like he would train arms and I would just train arms with him. But like I said, back then, like you didn't really get much information on TikTok or Insta like that, really. Like I feel like the fitness scene is kind of like picked up way, way more.
Definitely.
So that was like 12 years ago.
Okay, so
sorry.
So that helped you because kind of you had someone there that was kind of showing you the ropes. That's why I kind of wanted to know. Okay, you're training so much now, but like,
and his housemate, so his housemate was really into fitness too.
Okay.
So he would just be like, "We're running 5K," and he would literally run 5K in like 20 minutes.
Oh, that's
so we would just follow him.
Yeah.
And it would just be that, and it was just kind of like we were eating a lot of like rubbish as well.
As you do.
Uni, literally. What can I afford?
Yeah.
Chips. So kind of to balance that out, we would just go gym, and it was kind of like our thing to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So cool. That was your first day in the gym.
Yeah.
You was running a lot.
Yeah.
I'm very heavy on women lifting weights. So when did you start incorporating weightlifting into your playing? How did that look like? How did that plan
So my kids, about 6 years ago, 7 years ago. I mean, I've always lifted weights, but not like heavy.
Okay.
Because I had that stigma of I don't want to look too bulky or whatever. So yeah, I think I've always lifted weights, but just not heavy.
Okay.
And I think recently, I say recently, literally yesterday or the day before, we went with one of our friends who's like really into fitness, and I was saying to him he needs to be a PT because he's, you know, someone who's just got the knowledge.
I think I saw you posted that over there.
Yeah, and I'm like gassing him. I'm like, be a PT. Like, you know, you're good at it, and he made me do like Bulgarian squats with like 16.
Oh, that's good.
That is heavy for me. I couldn't believe it. I did it, and then we did 20. I actually went up to 20.
If you've got any videos, let us know. We can clip that in over the screen.
Just believe me, okay? My knees.
We need some proof.
Literally, no. My knees are telling you I did 20. But yeah, so it was like having someone in the gym with you who knows what they're talking about as well. Because although my husband would come with me, he's not like equipped in that field. So if he's telling me to do that at 16, I say, we're gonna break my knees. So it's like you need someone to show you the form and like to actually give you the motivation to be like, you can actually do this. Yeah. So
and they've got like just more knowledge in terms of like, because they've done all the qualifications and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's good then. So now you're gonna incorporate a lot more like weight training and try and incorporate what he's kind of taught you.
And just kind of lift heavier, because I was literally lifting 8.
No,
it's 8. It's not heavy.
Yeah. No, it's like, to be fair, everyone that's on their journey, I wouldn't say it's not too heavy or it's heavy, because everyone's kind of different. Of course. But there's something called progressive overload.
Yes, I've heard about this.
So you shouldn't be doing, if you're doing 8, you shouldn't be doing that for months on end, because your body's going to be like, we've been there before. Yeah.
I've been doing it for months on end. As in, my name is on those weights.
You feel like I was at you just then, nah.
Have you been watching me? Every day I walk in, literally, every day I walk in, I'm like, got me 8.
The way you got to think about it is like, the way your body changes is if it's not used to something. So like, it's kind of like, we've been here before, just kind of going through the motions. Whereas like, because you've gone from 8 to 16, your body's like, oh, like, this is something new today. Yeah, this is something new today. So your body is changing. So if you can incorporate progressive overload with the weight training with good form, just to make sure that you're lifting safe. So that is number one thing I would say. Don't go up until your form's good. Yeah. But again, it's hard because it's like, for a lot of people, they don't know what good form looks like. Yeah. So it's kind of good to get help just so you kind of know, okay, cool, I'm doing this properly. Yeah. Because what happens is, there's been loads of people that have come to train with me, and then they've not actually come on board, and then they come to me like 2 months later saying, I injured myself trying to do this. Then they end up signing up and being like, just getting the form right. So I'll say that's first things first. Once you get the form, keep pushing yourself. Yeah. And also change your routine. You shouldn't also be doing the same routine exercises, because your body's, again, like, we've been here, we need something new to actually change. So that's a good...
So how many days do you think women should lift?
So, great question. You've come this far in the podcast. However, majority of you guys that watch don't actually subscribe to the channel. So all I ask for you guys is to please like and subscribe. It's going to help me to grow the channel and be able to spread the message to more women. Thank you. Let's continue on with the podcast. And also change your routine. You shouldn't also be doing the same routine exercises, because your body's, again, like, we've been here, we need something new to actually change. So that's a good...
So how many days do you think women should lift?
So, great question. This also depends on everyone's, like, availability. So, for example, if you can go 4 to 5 times, great.
Lift 4 to 5 times?
Yeah, so if you can actually lift 4 times a week, do it and incorporate your cardio with it as well. Okay. But, for example, like, for me, I've got a lot of mothers that are my clients. When it comes to, like, holidays and things like that, especially like my clients that are single mothers, I have to change their program to maybe 1 day in the gym, the rest at home, because they physically cannot get into the gym. So I'll say my answer to that would be like, look at how much you can go in. I would say 3 to 4 would be a good amount of days to lift.
That's what I'm doing. But then I thought, there's just so much information out there.
It's like, nowadays when you go on like TikTok or social media for advice, because it's general, it's hard. Yeah. So like, it might be right for person A, but for person B, it maybe not be ideal. Yeah.
So you have to kind of take
bits and bobs to accustom like for what you want to do. Yeah. Again, you might have to account for injuries. There's so many factors that could change. So like, for example, all my clients, I've probably got almost about 30 clients right now. None of them have the same program. Yeah. Because they've all got different requirements, different goals. They're all at different stages. Yeah. So there's never really like a straightforward answer. But I feel like that's a very good question in terms of like what to do. But definitely look at also your goals. For example, somebody might want to focus on, I don't know, building legs more. So you might want to throw exercise or days that are more like focus on your lower body and kind of vice versa. But so sometimes it's all about trial and error. So definitely that'll be advice to you.
Because I want to lose weight. I feel like this is turning into like,
but it's good because I know them as well.
For free. Okay. No, because I want to lose weight, right? But then I don't want to lose my shape
Okay.
per se.
Yeah.
I've got nothing in the back. As in, there's no bum, nothing, iron board. No, I'm not even joking. It's when I said that to my husband, he's like, no, you've got a little bit. I'm like, it's okay. I've come to terms with it. I've sat with it. I've grieved it. It's fine. Okay. So I want a bum. Never had one in my life, but I want a bum, but then I don't want like massive legs.
Yeah. So again, with your days when you're training lower body, you want the exercises that are more glute focused. That are not more focused on your thighs, for example. So, throw some exercises out there like hip thrust, stuff like that. That's predominantly targeting your glutes.
Okay.
So you want to incorporate exercises that target your glutes more.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely happy to talk to you after the pod and give you some more free gems onto there.
Thank
but I
you.
say it's definitely
I should have brought my
about
whole
knowing
book.
you're doing
Everything.
some notes.
And then sell it on TikTok and be like, here guys, this is my ebook.
What you want to do is like understand the anatomy.
Yeah.
Not to go like too much into it.
Yeah.
But kind of knowing like muscle groups and what exercises target each muscle group.
Yeah.
Because it's all those great seeing videos on TikTok, but like you don't actually know what muscle group they're working and things like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll definitely speak to you after this and give you like some pointers in terms of like how you can plan your week. We'll definitely
because if you see my notes, it just says lower body, upper body, upper body, lower body sprints.
Do you have like exercises within that?
So now you're giving me homework.
Literally.
Wow.
So yeah, what I'll do.
No, I have an idea.
Okay, of what you want to do,
of what I want to do, but I'm confused because at first I was like doing my cardio first, right? The reason is because I hate cardio.
Okay. So
depending on what it is.
That's a good one.
So like Stairmaster, I find it really hard to like do that after. No way. If I'm doing weights, I am not doing it after because I'm finished. So I try and do my Stairmaster first.
Yeah.
Then I heard that it's not good to do that. It's good to do it after. So it's like...
So what I would say, you really want to save your energy for the weightlifting first and then do your cardio at the end. However, that's not an every time thing. So I majority do that for 95% of the time.
Yeah.
I'll do my weights and do my cardio. However, if I do want to then focus on cardio that day, sometimes I have a day or just focus on cardio.
Okay.
Especially when I'm playing football and stuff, I need to make sure like I'm staying fit as well.
Yeah.
I may do my cardio first.
Yeah.
So I'll say for the most part, because what happens is like you do your cardio, then when you go to your weightlifting, you're shattered because you've done a cardio.
Yep, that's exactly it.
But yeah, so I would say for the most part, try and do weights first and do your cardio at the end. But
and
I said
how
that
long
works for
would
you.
you say?
It can change. So like with cardio, you can have like HIIT or steady state. Steady state is like like you would do on the stairs. Yeah, like an incline walk because you're going at the same pace. Or like even like a jog, if you're jogging at the same pace. HIIT might be, you're on the treadmill now, but you're sprinting. 30 seconds, resting 20 seconds. Yeah. And I would say have a combination of both. You don't want to do HIIT every day because your body is just too taxed on your body. But then if you want to drop body fat, you also want a combination of both. Yeah. So try and incorporate both. In do you do any like classes or anything, like fitness classes or anything? No, that will also be a good way.
I used to.
Gym, how come? Why do you?
I'm at a new gym now.
Okay.
So the first gym that I went to before was one that my mum works at. Okay. So the gym's really small. Okay. So the classes, I went to a few like classes, but I don't know what it. I just think that kind of put me off.
Okay, I got you.
But I've seen on the timetable. There's loads of ones that I want to do. Like I used to do spin.
I love spin as well. I can't lie.
Oh my God, I love spin. I want to be a spin teacher. I want to be a spin teacher.
Do you know what makes or breaks that class though? If the tunes are not good, I can't go.
This is it.
Like that's it. Really feel like the class being good, but if the music's dead, I just can't go.
And
to
it's
swing
40
class.
minutes of dead music.
Like, get me out of here. Like, I've seen some people in their headphones where like I found one spinning chapter. The music was so lit that like it gets you through the exercise. Where like me, I'm playing bashment. I'm playing like Afro beats that kind of because that's me and like more people that come to my class. They also like that music. So that also is make or break a class. But I'll say definitely incorporate some classes into your exercise because like you haven't got to think about anything.
Timing.
You go it doesn't align with
sometimes
the morning.
So sometimes it's like 9 a.m. classes or 10 a.m. classes, and it's like lunchtime. Sometimes I just want to be in and out. I got you. Know what I mean? So I think it depends.
If you can find one that aligns up with your...
and it's kind of like what you were saying about finding one that you actually like with good music. Like, it's trial. You've got to trial out a couple to know. But I used to go to like a spin studio where they just do spin. Okay. And it was really good. Yeah, I used to go with my sister. Like, after I had my son, I used to go with my sister and I loved it. But again, my sister works full time. It's just...
hard to kind of...
finding the time to get to do that, So... and I want to try Pilates.
Oh, yes. Every time I went to bin, I couldn't make... I've been to yoga a lot, but Pilates is one that's on my list.
Have you been to Bikram yoga?
Where, sorry?
Bikram yoga.
Nah.
Like in the hot room.
No. I've heard about it. I've not been though.
You got to try
Have you
it.
done it?
It is insane. It's insane. It's good, but I've done 2 before.
Okay.
And the first one was great. The second one, it felt like a fever dream. I was like, get me out of here. As soon as they closed the door, I was like, I feel like I'm in hell.
Yeah.
Get me out. So it's good because it really stretches you because you're
100%.
in the heat and everything, and you make sure you're hydrated or whatever. But it's really
yoga is so important because it helps with like still stuff like range of motion.
Yeah.
So when you do range of motion, it helps you to be flexible. Even like flipping it with a lot of guys, they think that they can't go yoga, but they're silly because they're lifting weights. And then you get all stiff and you get older. It's bad. So like now it's good to look after your body.
You have to stretch yourself
So many people come in the gym, don't stretch, finish, don't stretch and walk straight out. That is very bad because...
No.
Okay.
I have done that. That's why I was in my eyes.
Yeah. So I was like, are you one of those people?
I started to stretch. So I've started because I'm trying not to do the cardio first. I'm trying to like warm up with a stretch.
Yeah.
And then I can't lie, afterwards I don't stretch.
See, so important to do. You want to do dynamic stretching before. That's like stretches on the move. So like you're going through the motions, you're moving. You might do like air squats. Just wait. That's like dynamic.
Okay.
Then static stretches after. You might be doing like leg holds and stuff like that to kind of.
So I really should end with a workout.
What's
what I mean? Keen with a stretch.
Yeah, because what that's gonna do is that's gonna prevent any muscle soreness and also prevent injury as well. For before and after, so but
I know these things. I'm just lazy.
Yeah,
I'm not lazy. I'm just very much like gotta get out.
Majority of people are like that. To be fair,
yeah.
I see more people do that than people not do that.
Yeah,
to be fair,
yeah.
In terms of like on exercise and stuff on your kids, when are you gonna? If you're not already, when are you gonna incorporate them into like exercising
That's
or like
a great
stuff
question.
like that?
We're trying to get both of them into football.
Nice.
Yeah, because my 3-year-old loves football. He's just been so keen since he was like 1.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
But there's no but. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay, you have to do.
Get them into football.
Okay.
And get them into. I'd love to get them into like judo or something.
Sick.
I just need to find the time.
Karate?
You see, that's another. Yeah, karate.
I used to do karate. Karate is really good.
Really?
I feel like every child should kind of learn a combat sport, whether it's like boxing, karate. That's just me personally.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely judo. Like
How long
karate.
did you do karate for?
I went up to about yellow, green belt. I think I was doing it for like a year or 2.
Wow.
And what it done as well, it taught me discipline.
Yes.
Like with your sensei, like if you call Jack to the front, you're talking. If you turn your head, he will slap you on the head. And like he got permission from all the like parents to do that.
Yeah,
so it's like even like walking back and like having that discipline.
Yeah. I'm focusing.
I'm focusing because he was really strict. He used to work with like outside of that, work with like no, I won't say bad kids, but kids that didn't really behave in the school and that. So it taught me that discipline to respect adults as well from that age. So I feel like karate is very good for like self-defense and also just learning that discipline. So I'll definitely recommend. Then I fell in love with football. So I kind of stopped karate, but I've always been doing some sort of sports.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, definitely. So netball for you. And also, do you know what the kids?
You see, you're telling me what I've already said, and I rate that. Because with me, I say things and I'm like, I'm gonna do this, then I leave and
we've got
I'm not.
On, in 4K.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, getting them into sports, I feel like it's so important.
Yeah, no, it is.
To kind of go through that.
It is.
Like you said, like playing.
And make fitness fun
100%,
from young.
100%.
Because it doesn't need to be so serious.
It doesn't.
Do you know what I mean? But it's important to move your body. It's important. And I always think like if you've got the blessing of being able to move your body, you should.
Should move it 100%.
Yeah. Because what is 15, 30 minutes?
If you're always fit in, even like, if a lot of people say they can't get to the gym, you could do something at home. Like,
literally.
You don't need no equipment. You could just
lockdown taught me that.
Bodyweight stuff. Yeah. How was you training? How was your training in lockdown?
Every day. I was training every day. We actually made like a family group chat actually,
and
we would literally go on Zoom, and me, my sisters, my aunties, we would literally just work out every day at 11.
Wow.
Yeah.
So AM, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I was asleep by then. No. In the morning.
I was about to say 11 p.m.
So we used to do Insanity.
Insanity's crazy. I've done it in school. Yeah, I've done
Insanity
it in school.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So we did Insanity. He's got another one. Sean. Can't remember his last name.
Sean. It's not Michaels. Why did I?
Who
I'm
is
thinking
Shawn?
about
Shawn Michaels is
WWE.
Oh my gosh, Lloyd.
That's
Your next guest.
WWE.
Yeah, he's got a wrestling podcast.
Yeah.
I should have run my eyes. That's so rude. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
He's got a wrestling podcast.
Yeah. Oh, sick. Yeah, because I used to love wrestling when I was growing up. That's why I think Shawn Michaels came into my head.
Yeah.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So he's got a T25.
Yes.
I
remember T25. Yeah, and that was
which is only 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And it's very just simple. And he has like someone who does the moderation
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
So if you've got injury or whatever, it was really good. Yeah.
'Cause Insanity was like, I remember doing that school. That was
Great.
great. No, that
40,
was like,
45 minutes
that
of
was a madness.
carnage.
Like literally, like that was probably one of the most high intense
Yeah.
like body weight stuff I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like that was crazy.
Yeah. And there was no weights.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, body weight, like burpees to the floor, and then you want me to do a jump squat.
Minimal rest.
Is he joking? And he'd run around and be like, come on, guys.
Yeah.
Why are you not doing it? Why is he not doing it?
Trying to rest and trying to act like he's trying
Literally,
to motivate.
yeah.
Insanity was crazy.
Yeah.
Talk to us a bit about more like on your pod, going back to your pod. Where can I find you? On,
Okay,
on YouTube,
so
or Instagram?
so on YouTube, my name is Rhea Ellen. On TikTok, it's Rhea Ellen with an extra N because I think someone stole my name. And yeah, just over everywhere. It's Rhea Ellen. Instagram.
We'll put them in the description.
Put it all
yeah,
there.
put
Yeah.
it there. Nice.
Yeah. So my podcast, I'm trying to start up my podcast. I've got my podcast, but I mean, the mum series part of my podcast, I'm trying to start that up again. I think in January.
Love that.
Because I really want to open up a talk about how, like, the truth about motherhood.
Okay.
I think a lot of the time, like, there's this like stigma that like motherhood is amazing. It's just the best thing ever, and it is. But it's also extremely hard.
Yeah.
And I think it's important for us to just be honest that, like, I'm not enjoying this. I'm not enjoying this season. It doesn't mean I don't love my kids.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. So I'm trying to talk to loads of different moms who have had, like, different
that.
labours, pregnancies, different ages. They might have one and want two.
Yeah.
Or they might have one and not want any more. Do you know what I mean? Like, just
What
to
would
be
you
honest.
say is the hardest thing about motherhood?
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. What would you say like the
Everything
hardest
else.
thing? Okay, just
Like, I feel like I could mother my boys with my eyes closed.
Yeah.
It's everything else. It's having to work. It's having to, like, how everything's going up in price. It's having to remember to answer doctor's appointments and emails and, like, show up for my husband and show up for my friends and show up for, keep the house clean. And it's just everything else. And I think life doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's hard, is that it's so constant. And it doesn't matter what you're going through, how you feel, if you're sick. Let me tell you a story quickly.
Let's say it.
I fell down the stairs yesterday. You can laugh.
I'm
I'm fine.
I was about to say, I just started laughing.
I am fine. I fell down the stairs yesterday, as in top to bottom. Okay. And I went, you know, like when you like literally down the stairs. And I was at the bottom and my kids came and were like, Mummy, you right? Like laughing. And then they were like, Mummy, I want a snack. And I just thought in that moment, I could have lost, like, my brain could have come out like mincemeat. Nobody cares. Like, even my husband got me a pillow and was just like, stay there. He put me on, like, literally, I was like this on the step. Like, he just put a pillow and he just carried on cleaning the sink. And I was just like...
like them cartoons where your legs...
Literally. And it's like, you know, in cartoons when they turn to skeletons. I was a skeleton at the bottom of the stairs. But nobody, like, obviously... I was fine. But, like, it just showed me, like, wow, this just doesn't stop, does it? And my son was like, can I have a snack? I'm like, I am in a star pose, literally, and you just don't care. Yeah. And that is literally motherhood. Yeah. You can fall down the stairs and nobody just wants you to continue.
Is there anyone that you, like, speak to the event? Because I guess, like, even, like, having children, they're going to come to you with your problems. Did you go to anyone for, like, maybe you need to talk to someone? Is it?
I've got a good, like, support system. So my cousin, my mom, Lloyd, obviously I should have said Lloyd first, but yeah, like, I have a good, you know, network that I can lean on because, like, thank God for my mom and my cousin because they were very honest with me when I was pregnant that it's going to be hard. Okay. Don't think it's going to be like a field of like daisies and like you in white linen just running around and just like having a great time. It's going to be hard. Yeah. But once you know that it's going to be hard and you're going to have hard seasons and you will be fine. And in those moments to lean more on like self-care, going to the gym, find an output that's solely for yourself. That's got nothing to do with the kids. And I think that's why I've lately just been very like on my fitness because
space to go.
Honestly, it's my space for my mind. And I literally come home and I'm like, morning everybody. How is everyone doing? But usually I wake up and I'm like, I can't believe I've got to do this again. Yeah. And again and again and again. So I think it just levels my head and really just makes me feel good about myself as well. And it's not because it's not all about the kids.
Yeah,
It's
you need time
not.
for yourself and just
You
have that
definitely do.
I've got to put one of your videos when you're in the gym and you're dancing in front of the camera. I'm like,
I do that every day.
seriously, every morning I see it. Yeah, and
I
I'm
do
just
that
like,
every day.
Does anyone ever walk in and think
I'm gonna
like,
film. Yeah, no, some women. So
what is this?
yesterday,
I've got to put a video on the screen. You've got to send me a video of you doing
I've got
it.
plenty.
Just so I can put it on the screen and people might watch it and be like, what is this woman doing?
The other day there was a woman who was like looking in the mirror, like I think she was doing her makeup over, and I literally just took off my jacket and I was just literally just dancing. She was like,
Was it?
you know, like that awkward, like
yeah, it's
are you
okay.
alright?
Yeah.
And I was just like, put my jacket in my locker, and I just went and did my
about your
workout
business.
because I have to like. It's like
mentally,
my I made it here. I'm so proud of you, dance.
So even in terms of like touching on motherhood as well, would you say there's a way differently you've got to raise your boys in terms of like if you was raising girls? Would you say there's any difference there?
Of course, like I always make sure that the boys know that they can cry. I never want the boys to ever feel like you're a boy, man up, you can't cry, let it out, be vulnerable, talk about how you feel. So like if my son, like my oldest is he reminds me of me, he's very emotional. Okay. He feels things heavy. And I always make sure that he knows that that's not a negative.
That's so
like
important.
Feel it, go through it. Like if he has like a meltdown, I let him have it. I'm like, I'm here, just let me know when you're finished. Because it's not my job to kind of stop that. Because once I stop that, that's how you grow up. You become one of those boys that don't know how to talk about their feelings and they're just angry all the time. And it's like, you can be frustrated, but you don't need to be aggressive or, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to have one face. So I think I think it's really important. And also just to know that like, I'm always there and you can always come to me to talk to me about anything, you know? So yeah, it's definitely different, especially young black boys in London. Like it's very different. And you know, I'm already anxious about them being 18. They're 5 and 3. And I'm like, it's just too much. I just don't think we can live here. But this is it.
Like, even me growing up like as a black boy in London, like, number one, again, going back to what you said, people would tell you, you can't let your emotions show and stuff like that.
Yes.
I personally had like, that happened so many times.
Yes.
So it's important that you understood that from early.
Yeah.
Number two, like, a lot of problems come to you. Like, again, speaking from experience, like for example, you might be in like a certain area.
Yeah.
Boys might come to you and just try something just because you look a certain way. You might look like you're involved and you have to like either defend yourself or do what naturally, and that could kind of turn people to move a certain way. So it's very important that you're installing this from early into them. So it's like
and also just
growing up.
Also just I think showing them their role models. So Lloyd has 4 brothers. They're all doing amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, they're all doing amazing in every field that they're in. They're doing amazing.
Okay.
And I think I always like make it known to like we have to go to your mom's house. We have to take them there to see your mom. Obviously to see my mother-in-law as well, but also for them to see like their uncles and to have that relationship with their uncles and to just know that like again, if you can't come to talk to me about something, I want you to lean into your dad or your uncles or your aunties. Do you know what I mean? Because 100%. It's important. And I think a lot of the time the kids that are like outside and looking for a family are lacking role models. Yeah,
and then that's when it turns left.
This is it.
Because they haven't got the best intention. I've seen it happen so much. Yeah. Like, my friends that I've grown up with, some of my friends that I've grown up with, because they didn't have that love at home, they turn to people outside, and obviously they just want to put them in trouble. They don't really care about them, and then from there it just goes.
And once you're stuck in it,
it's
really hard
to get out. And then when you do get out, your past problems are going to follow you as well.
This is it.
So it definitely comes like this, definitely deeper. Yeah, so it's so important what you're doing now, laying the foundations.
Yeah, from early. And just also about fitness, about having a sport to do so that
keeps
you're not
distracted.
bored.
100%.
Like you're not bored and you're not outside the bookies with your friends, just outside the bookies. Like go football training or go doing something that like is keeping you active. That's got nothing to do with like putting yourself in situations like that. Like you said, you can literally just be going to the corner shop and trouble can find you. But if you're putting yourself in situations where you're just hanging outside corner shops and stuff,
that's gonna happen. The likelihood of that happening is gonna increase.
This is it.
So like even that kept me off the road. Like playing football from a young age, karate. When like some of my friends were going to do certain things, I was like, I'm going to training or I'm going to gym or I'm doing this. Like I was more so focused on that. Rather than doing certain things. So I feel like that's again, fitness has like so many different benefits.
Yes, it does.
Speaking about role models, do you have like any role models that you looked up to?
Oh, good question.
Who was your role models growing up?
Oh gosh, role models, celebrities or people?
Let's go both. So let's start off with like your people that are close to you.
People that are close to me.
Did you have any role models? Because some people just don't have any role models. To be fair,
I did and I didn't.
Okay.
I mean, so my cousin that I was telling you about that, like I'm close with, she's always been very confident in herself.
Okay.
Very career driven. If she says she's gonna do something, she's gonna do it.
Okay.
Like it doesn't matter what she's got going on, she will always find a way. And I think watching the way that she's grown so much, even since having her daughters, is so motivational because it's like,
Nice.
I think sometimes people think once you have kids, that's it. Like you just focus on the kids and that's it. And it's like, I've got like a blueprint of all the things that she's achieved, if not more, since having her daughters and before that and all of that. So she's definitely my role models. Even my sisters, my mom, like they're all role models for me too. Because like my younger sister is 26. I don't know their ages. Just know that we're 2 years apart. So yeah, she's 26 and she's literally like, she went to uni, she was studying something, didn't like it, and then decided that I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do like design. And now she's like a manager in her company. And then my younger sister, she's not even younger, she's older than her. Anyway, she has always said she wants to be a model.
Nice.
From young, she's always said, I'm going to be on a billboard. I want to do this. She's doing exactly that.
Wow.
Like,
manifested
it, prayed on it, worked so hard. Even when people were like not really like looking for her, whatever, she still like said, I'm gonna do this. And it's hard being a black girl going into modeling and even just going into design or anything, because you have to kind of like your talent talk and you have to kind of be patient with it as well. So I think everyone in my family, there's a lot of women in my family, so everyone is very like motivational, and like focused as well.
So growing up, what did you want to be like? What was your dream?
Do you know, I've never had
nothing that's been like, I wanna.
It's changed a lot.
Okay, fair
One
enough.
minute it was like, I want to be a makeup artist. Don't know what made me think that. I think it was YouTube videos. I was like, I can do that. Yeah. I think I wanted to be a makeup artist, and then I wanted to be a spin instructor. I told you.
Oh,
I wanted to be a spin instructor. And it just constantly changes. But I've never like been young and be like, I want to be this. Never really. It's just constantly like change, but it's always been something creative.
What are you into now, like in terms of your full-time job? Like what field is that?
Oh gosh, I work for the government.
Okay.
I'm an FBI. No joking.
Okay.
No, I'm not an FBI, but I work for the government.
Okay,
literally.
Okay.
Is anyone drinking some more tea in here? No, yeah. So I work for the government, so it's very corporate what I do.
Okay. Is content creation something you want to like pursue?
I do, but I don't.
What do you mean by that?
Because I feel like there's so much pressure. You know when you see TikTok videos and people are like, I've quit my job, I'm going full throttle, like I'm gonna do content creating. Great, amazing for them, but I think sometimes people need to be honest and be like, to do that, firstly, you kind of sometimes have to have the means. There's people who don't, they literally have 10p in their account and they're like, I don't care, I'm gonna do it. But I think you have to really have the means and also have things set up before you quit your job. As in like, how are you gonna get brand deals? How are you gonna do this? How are you gonna do that? So I want to, but I don't want to fall out of love with my content because I'm having to do. You
feel like you have to do certain things to kind of like make it a career-wise. Where like now,
this is it.
Because you've got your job, it's like you're making content you want to make because you haven't got that pressure. Like I have to.
Literally, I'm doing like an advert for Heinz ketchup and
sick.
No, I'm not. I'm
about to say.
No, I'm saying I don't want to have to like do random things where it's like.
That's sick. How did you?
Thank you. No. But I'm just saying I don't want to have to do like. Not random, but like, obviously, if I was to ever do something with a brand, it would fit with my brand.
Got you.
But I just don't want to ever get to a place where I have to do random, like, there's only, like, it's not random, but kind of like content that doesn't match me.
It's for money, basically.
For money. Like, if I do an advert and, like, you're not seeing my personality through it, and I'm just like, guys, buy this ketchup.
Yeah.
Here's my code.
Yeah.
Like, it has to make sense, and I have to be able to make it funny or show my personality. And if I can't do that, then I don't want to.
Yeah. So even like you was at an event of a YouTube event.
Yeah, YouTube Black.
How did you get into that? What was that? What was that?
So I don't know if it's like with how many subscribers you have or whatever it is, but YouTube Black is basically them like working with black creators on. So I was on an advert a couple of years ago. I think my oldest son was like 1, 2. So I was on an advert for YouTube Black, and I was just talking about like what I do and how I started. And it was just lots of different types of creators, which was nice. So yeah, they do events. So I think if you've got like a certain amount of YouTube followers, you can go, but they don't always invite me. YouTube Black, if you're watching this, what's going on? Do you know what I mean? They don't always invite me. No.
Okay, so why do you think they invite you this time? Is it because you be more consistent? Is it because like...
I'm joking. I just think this is actually something that's so important. Like, I feel like it's very inconsistent.
Okay.
Not YouTube. I just mean in general.
Okay.
I feel like in events, right, you could get an invite to, I don't know, like a Sony event.
Okay.
1 year. And then next year...
There's no invite.
No invite. Yeah. And then next year, no invite. And then it's like, you've been churning out content, but it's like, why is it so inconsistent? And then you'll see like someone else who does nothing to do with what you were doing there. Like, it doesn't, like, I always think like, who's in charge of these lists?
Yeah.
Who is in charge? Because it's like, you see people who are putting in work. They might not have 100K, but they're putting in work. They've made it their own community and everything. And it's like, they're not getting invites for these things. So it's like, it's sometimes about who you know,
networking
and if you've got a certain email that you can. But even then, it's hard.
What advice would you give for someone trying to get in the creative industry?
Do it.
Just post and
just do it. Do not let fear take over what you want to do for yourself, because I feel like the more you let fear take over, the more you're gonna like get in your head and be like, oh my gosh, what if no one watches it? Someone will watch it. Yeah. Like, even if it's your mum or your dad, someone will watch it. And it's like, it's not all about views as well. I'm actually talking to myself when I'm saying this. Rhea, listen. It's not all about views, and it's not all about like how many followers you have. It's about putting out content that's authentic to you and enjoying what you're doing, because there's so much happening in the world. You need to do something that you enjoy. Yeah. And also not look at everybody else.
Yeah. It's sometimes so hard though, because I say that myself sometimes, and it sounds like I do it myself. It's very hard to kind of stay tunnel vision because there's so much. And like you said, referring back to your point, you said like everyone seems as everything's sweet, but no one will show you the side that's not sweet. That's why I think what you're about to do with your podcast is going to be very good, because it's like showing both sides. Yeah. There's a thing that I saw on TikTok. I saw one girl post on Instagram. There's a thing where like, there's a trend right now where you say the bad things that are going on. What's it called? Uninfluencing, something like that.
Yeah, de-influencing.
De-influencing, something like that. And I posted on TikTok, but I'm not actually on there a lot. So I see a person on Instagram, and I think it's such a sick concept.
It's such a sick concept.
Because it's like people are like, okay, I'm going through this as well. I don't usually see this. Yeah. Just for the people that are there, what exactly is it? The de-influencing.
So de-influencing is kind of like, I'm basically going to show you the real. To make you see that like how you're living and everything is fine. So for example, there was one woman who was showing her house set up, and was like, guys, look, the ceiling's leaking. My toilet doesn't flush. My flooring is not done. But I still do content. And I think sometimes people hold on to like aesthetically, like it's got to be everything. I've got to have a great camera. I've got to have a great mic. I've got to have this. I've got to have that. But it's like, you don't need it. Like, as long as you're like doing a video and you're looking at the camera and you're talking about whatever you want to talk about, you will find your community. Yeah. You will find your community. And sometimes it takes longer, depending on what you want to do. Sometimes it takes longer. But you see, when you get that, untouchable. Yeah. Because you didn't have to change yourself. You didn't have to change yourself. You didn't have to, I don't know, like show everything and anything. You didn't have to talk about things that you weren't comfortable with. You know what I mean?
Talking about that, where did your confidence come from? Because it seems like you're very confident.
Oh, thank you.
In front of camera, just in general.
No,
where did that come from?
I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's being the oldest.
Has it been like?
I feel like I've always been
like from. I was about to say, has it been like from school, or did something happen?
But I think what's important is also voicing that I don't always feel this way. Okay. I don't always feel like I'm doing great. Like yesterday, literally last night, I was like to my husband, I'm done. Packing it all in. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not having fun. Like, how comes this person's doing this? And he was like, you need to stop doing that.
It's good that you've got your husband that's telling you that. If people that don't, they just end up.
Because he's also doing something creative too. So he's got a wrestling. But he's got a wrestling podcast, and no one else is really doing what he's doing. Like, it's black guys. So it's all black guys. They're all friends. They sit and they talk about wrestling. They go to wrestling shows. They host shows. Like, they're doing it all.
What's the wrestling podcast? Just
So it's called Rest Things.
Rest Things. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll add that in the description as well.
WRESTINGS.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Restings or Rest Things. If Lloyd is going to kill me.
Yeah, if you've got that wrong, yeah. I'll put it on the screen.
My own husband's podcast. But I can't. Anyway, Rest Things. Anyway, so he knows how it feels to kind of do something in a field that not everybody's doing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the people who do wrestling content are white.
Yeah, okay.
And it's not like, that's why they say by the man them, for the man them. Because it's like man them talking about wrestling.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's going to take you longer to get to where you want to be because not everybody looks like you.
Yeah.
And not everybody talks and is free. And a lot of people are embarrassed to be like, that they still watch wrestling or whatever the case is. So I think kind of just, for me, confidence is about kind of just expressing how you want people to see you in a way, and just also believing in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, who's going to do it?
So where did that stem from? Was that always a thing? In terms of, that was always a thing?
I think it's always been a thing. Okay. It's kind of like fake it till you make it kind of thing. But kind of just like not showing people, I don't want to look like what I'm going through.
Okay.
You know, like all of that like stuff in my head and everything. No one needs to know about that. The people who need to know are people who are going to help me with that. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, I kind of have to kind of put on this kind of like cape and be like, let's get on with it.
Yeah.
Let's get on with it. And also, I know that behind the camera, everybody looks like this.
Yeah.
My hair sometimes skew-if.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't have makeup on. I've got stains on my top. This is the real.
Yeah.
This is actually the real. And like, I actually don't care.
Yeah.
That's the main thing, because I'm just
That's
like,
good.
it doesn't take away from me. Like, if I've got my hair done, I've got makeup on, what difference does it make?
Yeah. True. I love that.
You know what I mean?
That.
So,
what piece of advice would you give your 16-year-old self?
oh my God, it's not that deep.
Back to, that's what we are.
That would be the main thing I would say. It's not that deep. Not everybody has to like you.
Yeah.
Not everybody has to take in like what you're saying. Like, and also, why do you care so much? Advice that I would say to myself, like questions I'd say, like, why do you care so much about the person that you apparently don't care about? Like,
this seems like a common theme, because majority, this is a thing that's stayed in every episode. This question, it's just kind of like part of the podcast. And that seems like literally, I think pretty much every woman has come on has actually said that.
Yeah.
About not caring about what others think, because you're at an age where like you do care a lot about what other people think. Okay, so it seems like definitely a common like theme.
Yeah, because it's a weird age, 16, isn't it? Like you're stepping into like a teenager kind of thing, and it's kind of like you are very much looking at your peers and seeing what your peers are doing and all this stuff. But it's like, if you really realize how much your life is going to transition and how much your friends and everything are going to change, because once you leave school and leave college, you lose a lot of those friends. Yeah. So for a lot of the time, you're holding like their opinions so high, but it's like, I'm never going to see you again.
Yeah, it's true.
And if I bump into you, it's just going to be so awkward, and we've all got our lives going on. So I think sometimes just thinking like, it's really not that deep. The grand scheme of things, you've got breath in you. You've got life in you. You've got a roof over your head. Your mum and dad are still alive. You know what I mean? Like, perspective.
Appreciate like the blessings that you
honestly focus on the blessings that you have rather than what's not going right for you. And also the things that you do want, are you ready for it?
I saw this on Instagram the other day.
Like, are you actually ready?
My boy Ezekiel, he's got a property. He went to he's got like a property company. He went to an event last week, and he said sometimes we pray to God for all these blessings and stuff, and then we're vexed when we don't get it.
This is
but
it.
Like, sometimes you're actually not ready.
You're not
you
ready.
You might pray for this, but when it comes, it might even break you, because you're not actually got everything in place to actually got you ready for it.
And you don't actually have the confidence to actually do it. Because it's like me, like I would just be like, I want the I get an email, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Damn, it's happening.
Oh my gosh, no, it's too much. I can't reply now. It's like, this is what you've been praying for. And it's right here. And again, like you said, it's about timing. And also, like seeing that you're in between blessings.
100%.
Sometimes you're in between blessings, and that's okay. And you need that time to kind of like work on yourself, and also deep that you've got the freedom and the space to do X, Y, Z.
Love that.
Yeah.
Love that. What about like a woman that's hesitant and starting their fitness journey? What advice would you give them? Because you've been training for a few years now. it's going well. So yeah, women out there watching right now, they may be hesitant, scared to go in the gym, or low in confidence. Like, what piece of advice would you give that woman?
Firstly, I would say you don't need to go to the gym to start your fitness journey.
Very true.
There was one woman, she's called Grow with Joe. Grow with Joe. Yeah, I'm sure that's what she's called. She does all home workouts, right? And she's lost all her. She's just had a second, but she lost all her baby weight from at home. And it's literally a lot of her workouts are just walking on the spot, and she just put a good track on, a couple of light weights, and it's that. So like, if you are wanting to start fitness, I would check out her channel first, because she's very much like 45 minutes or 30 minutes feels like nothing. Like, it just feels like a dance or whatever. I think also just doing your research for how you want to look, like make your body goals you
tailored to what you want to do.
Yeah, and I just think sometimes not using someone else as your body goals. So for me, my body goals are what I look like sometimes before I had my kids, because I know that that's what my body can do. You know what I mean? Not saying that you can't look like certain people, but there's so many women online that have had surgery. And
you know, I don't have a problem like people doing it because your body can do what you want, but my problem is like people that do it and then they don't say they do it.
You have to say.
So I feel like that is my problem. Even with like people that take steroids, for example, guys that take steroids, they'll take these steroids, that themselves, post it, and then they'll deny that they're doing it or don't do it. And then people are thinking, I'm training this long, why am I not getting
this
there?
Is it.
But they're not knowing that.
And they follow, like they'll be following them to a T, like every single meal they eat every time.
Plans and stuff. Yeah, this is how you get to them, but not knowing that they've done X, Y, Z.
And I think it's definitely a disclaimer to say like, and you don't need to say I went to Turkey to get it. You don't have to go into depth, but I think you need to say like I've had enhancement. You don't even need to say that you've had your bum done or whatever. You have to say you've had some type 100%. Of enhancement, because I think that again puts a lot of women off, where they're just like, I've been training for X, Y, Z, and I don't look like this person. But it's like, you need to be realistic with how you want to look, and also it's not all about the scales. Like measure yourself,
very good point.
Measure your belly, get some tape. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
And take pictures.
You hit the nail on the head, because that's what I do with my clients. So we have different metrics that what I do with my clients. So
I've seen them.
We wait. Oh, you see them on there. We get, like you said, we do pictures. We do tape measurements. We do scale, and then we also do like clothing. How does your clothes feel? Most importantly, the fifth one is how you actually feel. So a lot of the time, like, if, for example, walking up the stairs, I could have like out of breath, but now you're able to walk. I have some of the mums that are saying, I can now carry my child for longer. In the park, I can play with them longer in the park. That's actually a bigger win, because like you feel good. And little tasks like that, strength training helps. Like just carrying kids or playing in the park for longer. Those little things are like, nothing can top that, to be honest. Do you have anything that you want to shout out?
Well, I mean, shout out for you.
Oh, thank you.
Shout out you, because you're doing amazing.
Thank you.
And I see you doing so many different types of content with fitness, which is great. And are you doing your run again for Christmas?
I'm doing that. Yeah, I'm doing it. Are you coming to that?
No. Sorry. I will be eating many dishes of food.
As you should.
In my stretchy pajamas. Yeah. But I love that for you.
So that's actually a tradition that I do. So I had my sister on in episode 6.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget, my sister got me, I was playing football at the time, but she got my first running trainers. I went for outdoor running Christmas.
Okay.
She's moved to Spain now. I think I was 12.
She's moved to Spain?
She moved to Spain. Yeah. I'll send you the link to her episode.
I love that for her.
So the past...
Does she have kids?
15 years. Yeah, and she's
I've seen it. Yeah, I saw her.
Oh, yeah. So that video when she was talking about, and it was interesting to see how she done multiple marathons, how she does with the kids. Again, at home. So a lot of the workouts at home.
Yes.
She's got a job now, but she also qualifies as a PT, so she learn a lot about the body and stuff like that as well. So she kind of motivated me, because the age gap between us is like 15 years. So she was like very much so someone I looked up to. That's why I started fitness so early. I think learning through here. So I made it a tradition, like, even though she's not here, every Christmas they have to run. Even if I'm like feeling I'm not up to it, like it's cold, like I have to go. I remember we went for a 5K as well, so it's even a 5K. Like so I actually keep it to the T, and I've still got those running trainers.
That's amazing.
So I'll bring them out. They still fit me, because I got there was a bit bigger at the time, and then how they still fit me from there. So don't ask me how, they still fit me. So I've run with those same trainers as well.
That's amazing.
Back there, I remember I was in secondary school. So was that 12, 13? I just remember I was in secondary school, because we ran past my secondary school. I remember I was in school at the time.
Yeah.
So it's more so like that no matter how old I get, I'll still run.
Yeah.
And then last year, I started getting other people involved. And I was like, this is nice.
Yeah.
So now, I'm doing like a open kind of run. So maybe next Christmas you can calm down.
No. I will vomit because you'll be like, oh, let's do it in the morning. By then, I've already eaten 4 dishes, cherry pie, all these things. Like I said, I love that for you.
And I feel like,
but it's nice because
I just eat everything after that.
I
drink. So by the time I do it at 10, by the time I get
you do it in the morning.
I just eat and drink everything.
After,
so it helps me.
And it's also nice that people can come with you because I feel like Christmas is this whole like, not everybody's Christmas looks the same.
100%.
You know what I mean? And I think it's nice to like have a community on Christmas Day as well.
And I had some people there like last year that they don't celebrate Christmas, so for them it was just like another
day.
So like even for people like that getting a running in the morning, it was
yeah,
good. The roads are empty.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I'd done it in Canary. By the time I ran from Bow to Canary Wharf, so it was nice seeing the views. It wasn't like busy Canary Wharf.
Yeah,
we ran around. One of my clients now, she works in a restaurant, so she gave us food on the way. That was a bit of motivation. Put my backpack. She works in a nice restaurant in Canary Wharf. She came on the back.
Oh, lovely.
Hopefully
you might have to just think that out.
Yeah, I might have to edit that. Put my bag, run back, and I gave food out to everyone again. Like it's proper nice. So Christmas Day will.
That's
will
lovely.
Be there.
That's lovely.
Will be there.
I love that for you.
I'm gonna put your podcast in the description.
Thank you.
Hubby's podcast as well.
Thank you.
Is anything else? Anyone else want to shout out?
No. Anyone that's watching this?
Yeah, big you up for coming this far
and
watching.
Gym.
Yeah, love that.
Get to the gym.
And they can find you on social as well because I put it in there.
And he got me a Christmas present, guys.
Yeah,
it's over there.
Oh,
but basically, what he's wearing in navy blue. I'm gonna actually wear it today.
I've got you another present as well, actually. Today, I'm just a gift that keeps
one of these.
Giving. Oh, how did you know? Okay, I was looking at them. Yeah.
You made it so big.
So I should have looked towards you or something.
I need a new bottle.
Yeah, so exactly.
Because my other bottle, the lid complete. I'm not even gonna tell you what I did.
Okay,
Should I tell you quickly?
Let's
there's always a story. I was washing my bottle with piping hot water and it melted. Yeah.
That won't happen.
It literally went that big. Don't do that, guys, if you're watching. Piping hot.
That's actually a sign that you need to get these. And if you buy them, you're going to get 15% off.
15.
Pod 15. How generous?
50.
Yeah, exactly. That's
even 10.
So generous.
Have it.
Well, I done an extra 5%
free
for them. So the discount code will be here.
Oh, I love it.
You can pick a color, but these are BPA free. So like, like usual water bottles, you can't reuse them. So like every in the boxing bottles, you can't actually reuse them because of the material. So these are BPA free. So bring them to the gym, bring them to work. So now you got your tracksuit and your water bottle.
I feel like I want this one.
That's my favorite color out of all 4 of them.
I'm a bit boring with the
black. That's why I've only used that one or the purple one. There's another purple gradient one. Yeah. I'm more of like I like colors as well.
Yeah, and I won't lose
those. Yeah, exactly.
If someone tries to steal it in the gym, I'll be like, that's mine. Don't try it. You don't have one of these.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
And it's got a little wash button so you can use it like that with a filter as well. So
I fully.
Yeah, exactly.
Zoom into that. Stop. So is that a brush?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can use it in there, wash the brush in there. Exactly.
I'm gonna use that for everything now.
Yeah, exactly, because a lot of people that take it to work, it's also so important to hydrate yourself. So you got that with you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Now I can drink my H2O.
Just a little gift from me for coming.
I'm gonna come here all the time.
And so exactly, come next week.
Just for merch. Just for merch.
But thank you so much for coming on. This is actually episode 10. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe. Also subscribe to Rhea's channel as well, which will be down below. And we'll see you guys on episode 11. Woo!
Thank you so much, everybody.
I love that.